All right, well, I'm here with Ronnie Ikeler. Ronnie is with the Hospital Corporation of America, HCA North Texas Division. And Frazer out of Houston just built a unit for Ronnie and for HCA, and we just wanted to talk a little bit about it and give you a little tour of it. So, Ronnie, tell us a little bit about why y'all did this and how the idea came about.
Okay. I am, again, the EMS specialist for HCA North Texas, and we have 10 emergency room physicians in our Quest Care group that provide medical direction for 19 different EMS agencies and fire departments. One of their requests was to have a training ambulance and mannequins so that they could better serve their EMS partners and do some hands-on training with it. So the best piece of equipment I've seen out there was one that you guys built for PHI, and called Scooter Green from PHI to see if he would share specs with me, and he said, I don't have specs, I just called Frazer. And so, you know what, I just called Frazer, and here it is. So it's kindly come to fruition, and we now have a training ambulance and mannequin, and we're going to get to go out and do great things with it.
So what's the purpose of it? You said you're going to go out, you're going to go to each of the 10 different hospitals.
Yes.
And train on site? Or?
So we will train at the hospital, we will train at fire department and EMS agencies, take it to them. Most everybody in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex work as an A, B, and C shift. Okay. And so when you do continuing education, you have to commit to 3 days worth of training at each place. And so we'll be able to go out there, they'll get some hands-on practice, and the better we practice, the better we are at saving lives. So we've got the best toy out there, and we got a Wii PlayStation as well.
Well, that's important. You got to have these kind of things out there.
Right.
So now this is the METI Man.
METI Man iStan. Very expensive play toy to have out there. He probably one of the best on the market as far as patient care stuff that we'll be able to do with him. We'll be able to do some surgical procedures on airway, pleural decompression, chest tubes, and then any advanced life support stuff that we do in the field, we'll be able to practice on this mannequin.
So did y'all look at this from a cost-saving standpoint? Did you feel like doing this training unit was going to save you money by being able to go to each division and not having them?
I think from a partnership standpoint is we have really put forth, since I represent all 10 of our hospitals, we've really put a lot of effort into cultivating a healthy relationship with our EMS partners. And this is just another piece of that puzzle to better serve them. What a great marketing tool to come out there with hospital logos all over the side of it, yeah, and be able to not only talk about programs, but be able to train with them as well. And so it's just going to be a new feather in our cap.
All right, so now we're in the back of the unit with Stan.
With Stan.
That Stan the METI Man?
Yes.
And
my man Stan.
Your man Stan.
Okay.
And what all does Stan do? I see lots of places to...
So with regard to patient assessment, when you have visual cues and physical cues, it makes you better at the hands-on assessment portion of taking care of, doing patient care every day. So he's got pupillary response. You can listen to breath sounds. You got chest rise and fall. You can simulate any kind of medical condition or traumatic condition that you may encounter out there in the field. This guy was tried and tested by the military, so they really put him through his paces as well with how rugged he is. So when you build a toy, it has to be fireman-proof because we will tear up an anvil with a tack hammer kind of thing. So he has stood the test of the military, and hopefully he'll stand the test of fire and EMS as well.
So one of the things that I know that we did when we built this, we have 3 cameras in here, and these are all can be controlled remotely. Right. And then we have a quad screen here, and then one outside as well, and wireless microphones in here. So a doctor or someone is out there doing the simulation, and we kind of close the doors and let everybody at it? So
you can let 2 paramedics in the back of the truck starting to do patient care, and then you have your peers on the outside watching you perform very well and professionally, or see if you mess up.
No pressure, right?
No, nothing.
Pressure at all, right?
Peer pressure is the best education out there. So it will be recorded, as I understand, and then we can burn a disc to share with the people put through the torture chamber so that they can watch it at their leisure and say, man, I wish I'd have done that better. But anyway, it's a great training tool that we're gonna create some of the best paramedics out there with what this is going to afford us.
Fantastic. And I know that the ones that we built for PHI back a few years ago, we had this entire front area was taken up with electronics. Now it's just a much smaller area, and we only have one universal remote as opposed to the 12 that we had or so for the PHI. So we've come a long way as well, and all the technology seems to be getting smaller, though there's more of it.
So when you have a universal remote, that's just right up a guy's alley anyway. You know, when they can hang on to the remote, they're happiest anyway. That very much so.
Well, great. Well, I hope it works out, and I hope that Stan gets to help lots of folks.
I think this is a start of something. I do think that this is just one of many. Not the only one, but one of many. And so, thank you so much for y'all's help and being getting us the greatest thing out there.
It was a lot of fun to build. We enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. Thank you.